Assalamualaikum and good day everyone. Now we're going to look at the second part of week 7 topic language. Now, the importance of precise definitions. A convincing argument often depends on the clear and accurate definition of language. The failure to define terms carefully can result in a messy battle with some participants struggling to find the truth and others fighting to avoid it. Now let us look at the types of definitions. The first one is stipulative definitions. Now, stipulative definition means either you use a new word by giving a new definition to it, that means you coined a new term, or you use an old word in an entire new meaning. I give an example here. The first word is buddy dumped. It's a new word that been coined lately to mean person's internet buddy list. Second is the word sangap. It's a Malay word that originally means yawn, the act of yawning, but now has become or has brought in by a new meaning, and that is bored. Next is persuasive definitions. Now, an arguer defines a term in an effort to persuade a reader or listener to agree with the arguer's point of view. I'll give you an example here. Rohingya refugees. Now, to others, it means troublemakers and social nuisance. But to some, they are meant helpless victims of social genocide. Next is lexical definitions. A word is defined in the way it is standardly used in the language. So in other words, the purpose of lexical definition is to state the conventional dictionary meaning of a word. Like the word rug means heavy fabric used to cover a floor. A flaw. Moving along, precising definitions. A precising definition is intended to make a vague word more precise so that the word's meaning is not left to the interpretation of the reader or listener. For example, the word heavy smoker for purpose of this clinical trial is anyone who smokes more than 24 cigarettes per day. Now, there are a few strategies that we can employ for defining of to come up with good definitions. The first one is ostensive definitions. Now, sometimes the simplest way to explain the meaning of a word is to give an ostensive definition, which consists in simply pointing to or demonstrating the thing being defined. For example, door means this as you point to one for the benefit of a foreign visitor. Next is enumerative definitions. Another simple way to clarify what you mean by a word is to use an enumerative definition. That is to provide specific examples of what the word refers to. For example, you want to clarify the meaning of actor. Therefore, you say actor means Tom Cruise, Jack Nicholson, Nicolas Cage, and so on. Next is a definition by subclass. Assigns a meaning to a word by listing subclasses of the general class to which the word refers to. For example, the word mammal means gorilla, horse, lion, whale, and so forth. Etymological definition means that a good dictionary tells what part of speech of a word, how it is commonly pronounced, and whence it came, its ancestry or etymology. Automobile, for example, comes from the word Greek autos, meaning self, and the French mobile from the Latin mobilis, meaning moved. An automobile is self-moving or self-propelled. Synonymous definitions assigns a meaning to a word by offering a synonym. That is another word that has the same meaning as the word being defined. Like the word deleterious means harmful. Definition by genus and difference assigns a meaning to a word by identifying a general class, genus, to which things named by the word belong, and then specifying a differentiating quality, the difference, that distinguishes those things from all other things in the class. Like for example, calf means young cow. Well, the general term of a cow is a cow. But if you have a young one, we don't call it young cow, but we call them calf. Now, there are a few rules that we may want to adhere in order to construct good lexical definitions. Number one, don't make the definition too broad or too narrow. It has to be just nice. Number two, convey the essential meaning of the word being defined. Number three, provide a context for ambiguous words. Number four, avoid slanted definitions. Slanted definitions means avoid your personal opinion and preference. Number five, avoid figurative definitions. Number six, avoid needlessly obscure definitions. And last, avoid circular definitions.